crazy. At first, they said I was too small.
Right.
Now they say I'm too old. Oh, I'm coming back to heavyweight. I look at Tyson Fury. He's the dominant champion. I shut him down. If Joshua sit back and try to box, he getting stretched.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the two-time heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Chris Byrd.
It's the Chin Checkerz podcast, all about the fight game with Mr. Get That Work and Hawk Von Dame. Grab your device of choice and tune in. You'll never know what topics gonna get it on the chin. Boxing, MMA, UFC as well. They discuss who got the win, who took the L, who won the belt, who pound for pound, who fell, who ready for war, who got next. Ring the bell.
All right.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Hawk Von Dame. I'm here with my brother, Mr. Get That Work, and we got a special guest on the Chin Checkerz, man. Yeah. I know y'all hear me talk about him all the time. This is one of my favorite heavyweights growing up. Let's give a warm welcome to my man, Chris Byrd. What's going on, brother?
Get it. Doing great, man. Feeling really good.
Yo, you are looking great. I remember towards the end of your career, you losing all the weight, but you have remained to keep it off. You are thinner than me, my guy. How have you been able to stay in perfect shape, brother?
Well, I was sick for 11 and a half years.
Oh, man.
And when you're sick, man, you know, on your way to death, you have to make a change. I made a major change. Changing my diet, the way I eat. So it helped me out big time.
I was going to say, well, with the weight thing, you know, a lot of the times when you was fighting, it kind of looked like the David versus Goliath, because some of these guys are so much bigger than you, but you still went in there and fought these guys. How hard was it for you to actually fight as heavyweight? Because it really didn't look like your natural size.
No, I was, I won a silver medal in the Olympics 1992 at middleweight.
Right.
So I didn't get signed by a manager or promoter. So I was cutting grass with my brother. He had a side lawn business. I was cutting grass. I'm thinking, man, if I ever fight, I'm going to go to heavyweight. If I ever fight, I'm going to do this. And then, I started fighting in a nightclub and work my way out of it, get to the big stage. So I just stayed heavyweight.
Wow. What made you think about the heavyweight? Was it like, if they're not going to give me the middleweight, let me go all the way to the top and fight the big dogs?
Yeah, my thing was shock the world. If nobody want me at this weight class, I'm gonna go to the highest level and fight those big guys.
Yeah,
I'm crazy. So we'll keep talking. I'll tell you more about what's gonna be happening soon.
Oh man, so. I know watching you were super defensive, super hard to hit, one of the most elusive heavyweights. Did you even fight like that? Because I didn't watch you during the amateurs. I was late to the party. I ended up watching you early in your career and going, this has got to be one of the fastest heavyweights I've ever seen, and you were super hard to hit. So where did that defensive minded come from? Was it the fact that you were fighting the big guys, or did you always fight like that?
Yeah, I always fought like that. Amateur, I give you problems. In the Olympics, the first 4 fights, if you ever watch my Olympics, you'll go, damn, okay, I see where it came from. I put in work like that. So my thing is defense first. I want to shut you down.
Now as an old man that we have YouTube and we could go back and be blessed to watch it. Growing up, if you weren't on TV, and I was a super hardcore fan. I used to have Ring Magazine and used to follow everything. But if you didn't have these things, you didn't know about a person. So it's crazy that you had to go to those extremes to get notoriety and being an Olympian. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you fought a lot of big names, but were there names that you kind of wish that you had fought? Because looking at your career, you fought some good guys. You fought Holyfield, you fought Tua, you won and you beat him. Did you ever feel like you miss like Tyson or you miss Rockman? Like, was there anybody that you really wanted to fight that you didn't get to fight?
Oh man, I wanted to fight everybody. I was the guy that was willing to fight everybody, and honestly,
yeah,
nobody. I mean, the list of heavyweights, I shut down the division. Man, it was hard to get fights. I mean, they waited till I got old, and then boom, you get some. When Ikabe Ibushi beat me, he went crazy. Like, oh, I can't believe I beat the best heavyweight in the world, and he wanted all this stuff. So I'm like, I just wanted to fight everybody. I wanted to prove that I'm the best, and I'm still in that mode.
I mean, we got to give it to you, because for some people who don't know, when you won against Vitali, you took that on like what, a 7 or 10 day notice.
Yeah, it was 10 days notice. And I get no credit for it. HBO, he quit, but I was doing my thing. I was the first guy. They never said to go to. How did I get to the 10th round? He was 27-0 with 27 knockouts. Right. I get to the 10th round, and I'm still putting in work, and I still get criticized. It's all good, but he know.
And for me, I always felt like you were the most avoided heavyweight. I felt like guys just didn't want to get in there with you. You posed too much of a threat. Yeah. The Ikabe Ibushi fight, man. Ikabe Ibushi was a beast, man. I think he was almost just as avoided as you. I think if he didn't go crazy, he would have been as dominant as a heavyweight. What made you take on that fight?
Oh man, I told Max Kellerman before the fight, he ain't gonna hit me. Honestly, 3 weeks before the fight, I separated my rib. And going into the fight, and at that time, you have nothing. They wanted to do certain stuff and give me steroid shots. Right. And I'm like, no, I don't want that, because I want people thinking, well, he's on steroids. He's on something. No, let's go. So, the real story behind it, no excuses. My thing was, I'm a clown him. He's too big, he's too slow. When you have two things on your mind, thinking about getting hit somewhere and the big monster in front of you, it's kind of hard. And I weigh 208. He's 244. I'm 208 full. And I still get criticized. I'm like, really?
What's the heaviest weight that you came into a boxing match? Because most of the time,
I came in at 222 one time. That's the heavy. Man, I felt so bad. I was like, never again. I looked nasty. Like I'm a thin guy. Right. And now I'm at the heavyweight division, eating my way there. No drugs. Everybody, I found out a lot of guys was taking drugs. So I'm like, man, how can I really get this weight up? And by eating junk, it was killing me.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy and remarkable to think of that. Most fighters have to eat properly to make their weight. And you have to do the complete opposite to give big monsters an advantage. Yeah. It's crazy. Did you feel like there was a shift in your career where the heavyweights just got too big? Because even Lennox Lewis is a pretty tall guy. Lennox Lewis didn't start weighing in the 240s till later on. Did you feel the shift of heavyweights where now you're fighting the mammoth, behemoth guys?
Oh, the big guys started coming after the 1992 Olympics. You got to remember, the world opened up. All the communist countries vanished. It was very few left. So now all the Russian guys from that whole area, they're coming. All these guys are coming. It was crazy. All these big guys coming. So, that Mike Tyson era was over. The guys were smaller. Now all the big guys coming. So I came up in that era. Like, the time to be a heavyweight really was wrong, but I had to do it.
I think about how our eras, like you said, is bigger guys, but thinking about how your style of fighting is, I still think you could give a lot of guys in this era run for their money.
Absolutely.
you know, your style was very, like you said, you gave people problems.
Man,
And I think about this era, these heavyweights, some of these heavyweights, they can't deal with you at all.
so my goal, honestly, I'm crazy. At first they said I was too small.
Right.
Now they say I'm too old. Oh, I'm coming back to heavyweight. I'm getting mine.
Nah.
I see everybody like, nah. Everybody like, nah. Watch.
Well,
Nah.
I definitely remember
Why?
about 2 years back, you really was trying to come out, I think, to middleweight.
Yeah, I was at middleweight, but my thought is, okay, I want to fight back at heavyweight. I've been sparring with smaller guys. It just don't feel comfortable to me anymore. So I started sparring with the bigger guys. I'm like, man, this is my weight class. So I packed on. I'm getting muscular. My thing is, like I said, at first they said I was too small. Now they say I'm too old. We're going to see who's the best.
So, Chris, in your mind, you said you wanted to come back. Do you have a set date that you want to be a timetable of when you think you're going to be your comeback fight?
Right now, in December, they got me. I'm fighting at cruiserweight, and then I'm gonna fight one cruiserweight fight. I'll probably fight another one. Then I'm right at heavyweight. I look at this. I look at it like this. I look at Tyson Fury. He's the dominant champion. I shut him down. That's my thought. That's my goal. You think he can? I'm shutting him down.
Oh,
Nobody
man.
can beat me. Nobody can beat me.
That's
Believe it.
definitely that's definitely what you got to go and believe in and feeling. Tyson is a big guy. You shooting straight for the top.
Look, I fought
6'9".
McCline at
You
270 in a world title fight. 270. Man, we weighed in on Thursday. I weighed 214 I'm full at the weigh-in. I weighed the morning of the fight, I weighed 204 pounds. He probably weighed 285. You think I care?
Mm.
And we went at it. It wasn't even
remember that
our
fight.
skills at the time. I mean, I was using skills, but we went at it. So my thing is, let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, Chris, you got to teach some of these new boxers how to have heart like that, because you know boxing don't always deliver the fights that we want to see, and there's always an excuse of he's in another weight class or he has another promoter or whatever excuse they come up with. But you got the heart to fight for anybody. You shoot for the top all the time.
Yeah, you gotta fight, man. It's crazy when you know, you're at the highest level. It's like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. They're getting it on. It's time to get it. Forget all this talk. But, you know, fight, man. You fight, guys. Don't wait here and I'm wait, because you wait till somebody get a little bit older or see if they're falling off a little bit. Oh, I'll fight them. Now, in your peak prime, let's see who's the best.
Chris, I always say that. I say people don't call it a cherry pick, but if you're waiting for a guy to slow down, or like you talked about getting injured, a lot of times the public doesn't know that certain things are going on with the fighter. But you brought up two guys. I want to hear your expert opinion. We got the fight coming up. This is supposedly our decade, our super fight. We got Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. We need Chris Byrd's opinion on how that fight's gonna go.
It's to me, it's just an even matchup. It's that Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns type of matchup, not the styles, you know, but the type going into it. Who can adjust the best in the ring?
Yeah.
I'm saying we saying one guy is bigger, but the other guy can move better. To me, Terrence Crawford got great legs. I've seen him fight from 135 to coming up to 47, and you like, he's getting better and better and better and more confident, punching better. I'm like, woo, this guy can punch. And Errol Spencer grind your ass out. I mean, grind you out, dog you, and get the everything out of you, pull it out of you. So we'll see who got that pit bull in them. And then the strategy behind it. You got, you know, great coaches. Derrick James is literally the best coach in boxing, right now. But at the same time, Terrence Crawford, coach, you got to give props to him. Look what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be a great fight, man. I'm not going to pick a winner. I just want to see a great fight.
I hear you.
Work,
I got a match that is not going to take place because it's not happening, but it's everybody's dream fight a couple of years back. I think it's still on people's minds. So we're going to switch over to heavyweight real quick. Wilder or Joshua? Who do you think wins that fight?
Woo! See, I look at it, well, Deontay Wilder, honestly, has got to be like the hardest puncher ever in the heavyweight division. Like the way he throwing his punches, the way he knocking guys out. I don't care if you say, well, he's not in a great era of heavyweights. That's bull junk. It's heavy. Every era is you got heavyweights, and these guys are big. And you think about him, he's around 220 pounds, and he's knocking out, guys. He's doing what I was doing at heavyweight, but he's knocking them out.
Right.
Cold. If Joshua gonna sit back and try to box, he getting stretched. He'll get knocked out. That's. I mean, Joshua's a big, strong guy. Now, if he coming forward, keeping his hands up, learning how to understand boxing, to shut down Deontay Wilder and using his jab and getting his right hand off, now he got a major chance of beating him. But if you're going to sit back there and try to box him, really? He's 6'7", reach, but the power is unreal.
You could end up taking a time machine. We're talking about you fighting now. But if you could take a time machine back to when you were in your prime, who would you want to go against? Your dream fight.
Dream fight. Wow. I mean, of course, the person behind you, Ali, perfect size, perfect. Let's match the skills. In my prime, let's match the skills. If I'm not sick, I had extreme fatigue, breaking out in the hives, all these problems with the food. I was allergic to a lot of food. So, in prime when I'm feeling good, that's the prime guy. Match the speed.
I heard you coming out with a coffee.
Yes, it's Champions Brew. It's with three other champions actually. Layman Brewster, he's the mastermind behind it, and he's my cousin. I love him to death. Riddick Bowe, Ray Mercer. It's us four. We coming out with this brand, man. It's called Champions Brew. It should be really. No, it ain't. I'm not gonna say it should be. It's really good coffee. If you like coffee, support the Champions Brew. It's gonna be everywhere. Let's get it. The Slip Master is back.